Hey there! Today we're going to be looking at AETHUS. The game is not in early access yet, but we do have the demo. Actually, it is my understanding that the developer does not want to hit early access, but wants to skip right over it into a 1.0 release. Quite gutsy. Sounds like he's not a fan of early access, and I can respect that a lot. So we have to keep an eye on this. Normally I put about an hour in a game before I decide to record it and share it on my channel, but in this case I played the entire demo. I would say it took me about 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. Because this game is really very impressive, and it's something that we should keep an eye on, especially if you like survival games. One of the great things about the demo is the fact that the voice acting is in Scottish, with a Scottish accent. You don't see that often, or you don't hear that often in a game. So let me actually bump that up. It's probably dialogue. I've not tested this, but let's put this at...
I'll need some more air soon.
Okay. Alright, apply settings. Back. And also when they will do some of the dialogue, I will be quiet, so you guys can enjoy that as well, because it's really worth listening to and it's really well done. Alright, let's dive right in. The year is 2349. Humanity has escaped a dying Earth and spread out among the stars. In the preceding centuries, as ecosystems collapse and the world burns, rapid scientific advancement and lack of regulation led to a new golden age of technological capitalism. Squabbling governments, unable to put aside their differences for the greater good, leave a vacuum quickly filled by giant corporations and global conglomerates. Resource worlds are born as megacorporations discover planets beyond our solar system, home to newly discovered natural resources of incredible value, and begin to ruthlessly harvest them. You are Maeve, former mining engineer for the galaxy-spanning Astral Resource Corporation, ARC. Armed with your old mining suit, the savings of 20 years of work, and Roland, your family's trusted AI companion, you've purchased a claim of land on the resource world you've called home your entire life. AETHUS. So we're doing the prologue. It's a little bit of a tutorial here. Project Gaia, Facility Omega, somewhere below the surface of AETHUS. This is actually a character called Tanya Lee. It will show us a little bit more about the commands and things like that.
Please report to the containment chamber. When you're ready? Can't believe I overslept. On today of all days. Better get moving.
As I said, I will try to shut up when the dialogue and the voice acting is going on. You can click X, it will scan, it will actually show some objects that you can interact with. You have a little purple circle around it. And let's see, this is a personal console, access granted. We click this to open the door. I'll kind of rush through this section because it's really not that very important right now. So you can hold shift to run.
A reminder, communications with the surface are strictly prohibited. Do your part for the safety of the project.
Who left all this junk here?
Okay, so you jump over that.
Obviously slipping.
Let's turn this off. So we can interact with this console here.
Down we go. They better not start without me. Right. Straight down the hall for the lab. Oh, I forgot my key card. Shouldn't have had those drinks last night. I think I left it in my office.
Office is right here.
Please make sure all workstations are locked when left unattended.
You click X, and you can see there's a key card here. I believe this is the thing.
Here it is. Okay, back down to the lab.
There's a lot of voice acting, so I do apologize if I ramble through it, but I will do my best not to ramble through it. Okay, so now we should be able to open the science lab. The camera work takes a little bit getting used to. It's the middle mouse button, you can kind of hold it and then drag. It's a locker room.
Oh, Dr. Lee, you made it. Excellent. We hope we didn't disturb you? I was busy.
Okay, we have to take the drone.
Are we prepared to begin? Yes, of course. The sample is waiting. When you're ready, just retrieve the drone prototype from the box and come on in. Take your time. Welcome, Dr. Lee. We're up here in the gallery. The containment field is running. Go ahead and use the console to start the test when you're ready.
Isn't it great? They're up in the peanut gallery. Interact. Begin test.
Gravitational stability is nominal. Dr. Lee, you can begin channeling energy into the sample.
Well, here goes nothing. All that work for this moment.
So by left-clicking, you can have the drone shoot at this. Channel energy, they call that. Whoa.
Oh my god! The sample!
Graviton readings are through the roof. We have to shut it down.
No! Let it run! We need the data.
A worthy sacrifice for mankind. Am I supposed to click something? I don't think so. No. Alright, up to the surface of AETHUS much later. And now we're on Maeve, which is our main character.
Oh, Roland, are we far?
Almost there. A little further.
Access the journal by pressing J. Discoveries, tutorials. Let's click the journal first. We have nothing in our log yet. We have nothing discovered yet. A little bit about movement. It's basically the standard movement for any kind of survival game, so nothing fancy. Now the thing is that we can start harvesting here. If you click X again, you can see that you can interact with most of these objects. You have the blue outline. And the moment we do that, the drone will actually start picking up or carrying, dragging the items that we can loot. It really takes some getting used to this. Because I can kind of run through it in a way, but not completely. But the drone will start picking it up and drag it with him. And sometimes it can be a little bit painful because it will be out of your reach. Because the drone lifts it up a little bit high and then...
And we'll find food when we get there. It's an adventure.
See if I can run into it, then that's fine.
Thank you. There are cacti in abundance here. You should be able to harvest some fruit from them until we can cook up something better.
Okay, let's warm up your laser with something easy to start with.
Okay, let's drag the camera. Alright, so you have the vitality in the bottom left. So you have the health bar and the oxygen bar, and then you have these things, the energy and the nutrition and hydration. Even when these are completely empty, you will not die. It's just that you can get certain boosts and buffs if you actually have a lot of, for example, hydration filled. You can get a certain boost. Maybe we'll show that later on. But if you have these empty, you don't have to worry about it. You don't die. It's all about your health and oxygen that you really, really have to focus on. There's an option to get boosts and buffs. Access your inventory with tab. And then you can consume this by pressing the middle mouse button.
Feeling better?
Yep. Not the tastiest thing, but it's helping.
Once we get set up, you'll be able to start cooking hot food. Don't worry.
Let's see. There's also a way to drag this assigned to hotbar by pressing number 1, for example. Bloop. That works. Let's close inventory again. So it's interesting because you don't have to worry about eating. So that takes a lot of pressure away.
Watch your feet, Maeve. Your suit can absorb the impact of a small jump like this, but anything much further, and you'll not be a happy bunny.
Let me see if I can actually crank that volume for the voice up some more. It should be this. Let's see.
I'll need some more air soon.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so we can drop down here. And there's a certain range on the drone, as you can see. The drone keeps dragging it until I literally walk into it. So it's not as if the drone drops it in my suit, for example, which would be awesome. So the drone is just an extra step that we have. So frankly, the easiest way is just to destroy something and loot it and run through it. Don't be relying on the drone that much.
We're here!
This... is it?
This is it? It doesn't look like much right now, but with a little bit of work, we'll be up and running in no time.
Wow, I ran through that thing.
Doesn't look like much. It looks like a barren desert filled with scrap.
It is. But it may also be one of the richest claims on AETHUS, if your hunch pays off.
True. Kinda hoping for something a wee bit more impressive, though.
Well, why do you think you got it so cheap? Let's start clearing this place so we can get building.
They do a lot of talking, like I said, so it's kind of difficult for me to keep my mouth shut myself here, because I do want to kind of show stuff. We're kind of full here, our inventory. We're almost carrying the max weight, so that's why I cannot pick up these plates. Build mode is accessed with B. Required items are shown in the tooltip for each available construction. Kind of self-explanatory, old stuff. Let's see, facilities. We can put a makeshift forge down. Let's put that thing here.
Right. First priority, shelter.
Agreed. Night will be falling soon, and we don't want to be stumbling around in the dark when it does.
Let me actually click on the forge.
We can use some of this old
And then you can see what we can refine.
Something together for sure. Let's get to it.
That. And it will start giving us some building material. Very handy. Right. I believe I left some pieces here. By the way, this is the furthest I can see with the camera. See, I can kind of tilt it. I wish I could see further and make it a little bit more horizontal, the view. But unfortunately, that's not an option. There we go. So this is going to be the area where we're going to build our little base right now for the demo. Let's see. Let's put it somewhere where it's not really in the way. It's built. We need 5 building materials, so we have to use the forge a little bit more. Some smelting here. Stick that out. A lot of clicking. Alright, there's a forge. Let's see if we can squeeze in a little habitat here. Oh, thought it was red there, but I guess it still works. You can construct all kinds of facilities and decorations inside habitats. You can use beds to sleep until a certain time of day. Very handy, by the way. Before night falls, construct a bed inside your makeshift habitat. Let's see what's needed for a bed. Furniture. Oh, we already have the materials. So when you go in... Actually, let me see here. Where am I at? Let's first go in. Just drop that here.
A roof over your head and a place to lay it when you get tired. I must say, this outpost is coming along.
Right, so we can now enter the underground. It's marked on our compass.
Roland, it's a metal box with a bed in it. Not exactly.
Somewhere to the right here. There's a cave system there that we can go
the
into.
good news is I'm getting energy readings from within the cave system nearby. Perhaps a power source we could use to build something a little more homely.
Yes, let's make it more homely.
With electricity.
Distinctly possible. There are a couple of things you might like to do to prepare for our first expedition, though.
Let me guess. Somewhere to store all the riches we're inevitably gonna find?
Yes, and somewhere to cook something a bit heartier than a cactus fruit. You're wasting away.
Okay, so let's see what else we can build. We have the habitat. We can make a scrap grill that will allow us to cook. It's not really essential, but this one is very nice to have some water. Let's see, we need to use the force for that. We should basically be smelting non-stop, to be honest. Okay. So over here we have no problems with oxygen, but the moment we go in the cave, that oxygen will slowly start running out. Let's see. Alright, what else? We can also build storage. What do we need for that? Okay, we should have that in the fort, those building materials. There we go. Let's build a couple of storages here. Alright. Oh, let me actually double check. Anything else that we can do? Nothing really. Well, we can do the water thing. Can actually stand inside and build outside. Is that an option? Okay, that's nice. Right. Let's put some stuff away that we don't need right now. Also, it's worthwhile to explore the area. I don't think there's a map that we have right now, but there are some chests, some storage chests to be found. You can actually get some loot in there. See if I can find some. Beautiful waterfall. There's, as far as I know, there's nothing behind there. I can double check. There's nothing behind there. Whoa. Okay. There's a storage chest, but that one is locked. I have no clue what the code is. How many digits is it actually? I have no clue what the code is. There's probably a way to find it in the demo, but I don't know what that is. Maybe 0155? Because we picked up this log on the table here. So this place is entirely unremarkable for the surface. Who could have imagined what lay under the sand and rock? The desert heat is brutal, but it's a lot cooler in the caverns. I like to come out here sometimes just to think. Maybe it's the monotony of the walk up, or perhaps the fresh breeze of the air up here. Either way, clarity often comes quickly, not like down there. Alrighty, and that's Lee, the woman that we saw in the beginning of the demo. This is just a log of stuff that we kind of part of the tutorial, so to speak. Nothing really important. You want? Let's try the 0155. I'm not sure. 0155. Oh, okay. Well, that was too easy. So we have a small crate with a nutrient bar. You can see that it has 20% energy. It adds nutrition and hydration. Actually lowers hydration. Transfer. And then a terraforming charge L. A high-yield explosive designed for clearing the largest rocks and outcrops from the surface of the planet. Cannot destroy resource nodes. That is very, very interesting. Because we can then blow up some of these structures here that will allow us to expand on our base properly instead of having to build stuff all around them. Again, I wish I could move the camera a little bit more horizontal, but we're running back. Oh, there's actually another storage chest here. Let's well check this one out. A small terraform charge, okay. And a bottle of water, perfect. So you can see the compass where our base is. It's a little flag icon right there. And if you hover over this, you can see that this one can be destroyed with a medium charge. We don't have that, we only have a large one. Well, and a couple of small ones, but... Let's make some space here. Sometimes it takes a little bit to charge the energy or the whatever, the laser for your drone. thought we could still shoot more off here. Because this is in the way. It says too far away. I'm not sure why that is the case. Right. Is this a large one? We can throw the charge. Let me go to my inventory. Large one we'll put in slot 2. So then you can activate slot 2 and then throw item, and it will throw at where your pointer is here. Hopefully it will stick. Okay. Hey, that's nice. Okay, that helps clearing stuff up. Let's have a look at the dew collector. Takes a little time and then you will be able to do the bottle. Looks like we have one or no? Almost done. Alright. It takes 8 minutes and then you get a bottle of water. We already have one in our inventory. I might as well make the cooking station as well. There's that. Scrap grill. Let's put it here. And then you can see some recipes here. Grilled cactus fruit. I believe I have these in the storage chest inside. Okay, so you actually don't put that in inventory, I think. Let's double check, because I think you actually click it to cook and then the inventory is the cooked item. Let's take that out. Let's cook a little bit. Okay. See, I cannot move this into inventory. So I can craft. And that will, I guess, go into the inventory or something. I might as well cook it all. Mushroom. We don't have any mushrooms yet. We'll find that in the cavern, of course. Let me make sure that I empty my bags properly. Nutrient bar. Oh. Well, we're at the limit here. Oh yeah, 24 out of 25. Let's click on that one. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can craft just yet. Nope, some decoration, but I'm not sure what the point is of that, of having some dirt piles, but... Right, so we should be able to pick up some food at least.
A hot meal, finally! Gotta keep on top of my nutrition while I'm working. I always feel a lot stronger when I've eaten well.
Alright, let's see. It gives energy, nutrition, a little bit of hydration. So right now our bars are completely empty, but let's just eat a bunch of those. Not sure if it's enough to get a boost somewhere, but it's quite a bit actually. We're energized. We're well fed. And let's see what this does. Air supply. We're energized. While energized, you move 5% faster. We're well fed, which means that the maximum carried weight is increased by 5. Very nice. And let's set our first foot into the cave here.
Get a whiff of that. Toxic, dangerous air. Oh, you'll need to be careful with how long you stay down here, Maeve.
My suit filters are working overtime even here at the exit to the surface. I'm gonna need to get some suit upgrades before too long.
Okay, so within the underground you need to manage your health and air. They are shown on the lower left corner of the screen. So close to the exit here of the underground, you basically can resupply your air supply. It will recharge. And as you go further away, it will actually start depleting your oxygen. Let's have a look. Bottle of water. Okay, not much there. So what are these things? So we can explore freely here. We just have to make sure that we keep an eye on oxygen.
Dave, look! Our first node!
This is it! The mother lode.
Ha, you're right. It looks like it's mainly dirt and rock. But it's dense enough to be chock full of resources we can use for the outpost.
Time to start blowing these things apart and collecting all the goodies inside.
The energy readings are coming from that crate. Check it out.
He's not referring to this crate, I don't think. There's another crate here further on. Let me get some oxygen here. I picked up some interesting items in the meantime, by the way. Let me go over that real quick. Let's see when it starts recharging here. There we go. A glow to seed. So you can actually grow a plant hydroponically, it seems like. I'm not sure if I don't think that's part of the demo yet. And then you have some fruit. Toxic when consumed, but its bioluminescence provides unique crafting capabilities. Great. Right. We're not carrying much, so we're fine there. Let's go further in. So we did this chest. For whatever reason, I always hug the left side when I explore. I wonder if that means that my right side of the brain is more active, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Am I supposed to do something here? I probably should read something. Hold on. This is a normal chest. It doesn't show that we can interact here, though. Interesting. Looks like there's a shroom. Pick up some mushroom. Let's see, I thought it was a node and not sure what to do with that. Nodes. Nodes are clumps of resources which can be broken apart with Roland's mining laser. You can highlight mineable nodes in the environment by using the axe, okay? Nodes will reappear over time. Each shot from a mining laser drains its energy. Different types of nodes will require different amounts of energy to fracture. You will be able to purchase upgrades for Roland's energy level in the future. Terraforming. We have looked at those charges to blow stuff up. It's caverns. And then the cooking. Okay. No, because it looks like a big storage chest, but there's nothing I can do with it. So you can see everything that you can interact with. But we cannot interact with this thing. Maybe we can interact with that when our laser is upgraded, I don't know. There's also something glowing here. What's this thing? Whoa. A new buildable object has been unlocked. A drink can. Anything else I can do here? Is that another chest here? Oxygen dome?
Aha! An oxygen dome.
Perfect.
It generates a breathable atmosphere and a dome around itself when deployed.
Yep. ArcTech is pretty cutting edge when it comes to anything that'll let them push their workers harder for longer.
Just remember, the domes won't be effective if you overuse
But I'm gonna run back, get some oxygen.
Running low on air.
Yeah, I've used these in actually when I tried to demo, and they don't really last very long, but as an emergency they can come very handy. So let me put those on hotbar number 1 there. Alrighty. this up. Is that a blueprint or something? A new entry to the journal. We'll read that in a moment. Interact. It's a water pump. So I thought I opened this crate. I guess I didn't do it right, but there's an RTG core.
Look, Roland! An RTG.
An RTG? Ha! Well, that would explain the energy readings.
Ooh-wee! This is big. We can build a proper habitat with this bad boy.
The last expedition here obviously did a sloppy job of cleaning up after themselves. Well, let's head back to the surface.
I thought I checked out that crate, but apparently I didn't. I have to check my recording. But yes, you can only go to the next step if you have that RTG core, because now they want you to build that power supply inside your base.
Now that you've got that RTG, let's get a basic habitat built.
So now we can build a basic habitat. We need 5 of those building materials. Alright. Alright, we have the resources for the basic habitat. Let's put one down. That's the entrance. So we can still construct it even when it's spread. It just destroys habitable resources, it says. That's good to know, right? You need to build an access platform to get up to your new basic habitat. Okay. Whoa. Access platform.
Now that we're up and running with a proper habitat, we're going to need more building materials.
Actually, I'm going to put that in the other side.
There's only so much scrap.
Because later we have to connect another habitat to this one, and then that build steps are in the way.
Printer built and start using the planet's natural resources to help us.
Good plan. The regolith we gather from the nodes in the caverns will provide us with all the building materials we need.
So you can deconstruct something by clicking on it, and you can dismantle. You get usually most of your resources back. I don't think you get everything back. Power producing facilities like the RTG you can now provide power across the entire outpost. The power level of your outpost can be viewed on the right of the build mode UI and hovered for more detailed info. Let's go in here first. Nice little spacious area. Power. Let's put that baby. Let's put it here.
Excellent work, Maeve. A nice little habitat, I must say.
Yep. A lot better than that little metal box, right?
Metal.
Very much so. Plus, thanks to the RTG we found, it has power!
Now we can really get things started with some proper equipment.
Indeed. Plenty of facilities to construct in order to start processing those resources from the caverns.
We can start exploring deeper underground as well. Ooh, there is bound to be
Okay,
good stuff
so they
down
keep on
there.
yakking. Let's go to the journal. Outpost power, facility slots. Okay. Let's see what else we can build. Structures. We can build a short connector. We're gonna need to have that connected at some point, so let's do this right away. Because we need to build another habitat connected to this one in a moment. Is there anything else that we missed? We could do a regular printer. A facility for 3D printing. Okay. What is needed for that? 5 building materials. Because now that we have that structure there, Let's see if I can build a bigger storage. No. Now we can really start moving all my gear over there. Makes a lot more sense. Alright, after a little bit of farming and smelting, we now have the resources to put down that printer. So on the right hand side you see that you have 6 out of 6 free facility slots. And we have 15 power available. Let's put this thing down.
That's the printer set up.
And now we have 4 out of 6 free and only 13 excess power.
Makes for excellent building material.
Right, so what can we change here?
I also put stone that the printer won't accept.
So that makes it very easy to get some building materials.
To get something useful from it. There's metal ore trapped in there as well, so it's worth getting
Perfect.
a smelter built.
Right, so putting that thing down opened up some other stuff. A stone crusher, a basic smelter and a crafting bench. You can see that the stone crusher uses 2 slots. Remember, we have 4 out of 6 free. This one also uses 2 and this one uses 3. So that means that's the reason why we need another base module to open up more slots. 5 of those materials, those building materials. Well, we're going to get plenty of that now. Stone crusher. So that should put us then at 2 out of 6 free facility slots. Oh, let me actually check. It doesn't show right now. Saw it before. But either way, it doesn't matter. What can we do with this thing? You put sandstone in here that crafts these things, or you can put sandstone shard in there. So we're gonna get some of that solazine, however you pronounce that. Let's get that going. So I do have a bigger option available now for storage, small crate. It actually uses less materials than the makeshift crate, so I'm going to move all that over. Let me show you what I meant by the facility slots. Because if the moment you want to put something down that uses electricity, it uses facility slots. This one, for example, uses 2. We already have a stone crusher, but just for the sake of simplicity, let me show you what I meant. You can see now on the right hand bottom that it shows 2 out of 6 free facility slots. So I could potentially put another one down. But the problem that we're going to be running into is that the crafting bench needs 3 and we only have 2 available. So what I need to do is build another, what's it called, small habitat here. And you can see that it will actually add 2, 4, 6 available facility slots. So that's what I'm going to do first of all. And after that, if I have the resources, I can put down the crafting bench. Alright, let me put down that structure. It snaps. Perfect. So now when we go inside, it should show that we have more facility slots available. I don't think I have the resources for the crafting, do I? No. That actually requires a special kind of bar that we haven't smelted yet. Where's it at? This one here, the kaolinite ore. You can smelt that. Not sure, let me see. Ah, okay, so we need to make the basic smelter as well. Not sure about the resources for that. Nope, I don't have the gems, so we'll have to do some farming for that. I have the resources now to put down the basic smelter. And that should also show us then that we have more facility nodes available for the power hungry items. So we have 6 out of 6 facility slots. And now we have 4 available here. So it doesn't add it up in total, it's per module you have 6. So because we have 4 available here, and if we go back here to the other one, we still have 2 probably. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it here, that's fine. So now we can do some smelting here. Alright, put some kaolinite ore in there. 2 ore for 1 bar. Well, we're going back in, because there's still something else I had to show you.
Is that a hub module?
Correctamundo! That is an ARC self-contained habitat module.
Why is there still a hab here, if the previous expedition left long ago?
Unknown. Perhaps you can gain access and find out.
Oh, there's no way we're getting through this with the current power level of your laser. We were reset to basic when we left ARC. Roland, what are our options?
Processing. We do not have the credits or connection to ARC required to purchase an upgrade capable of mining this debris. Solution found. Basic mining explosives are likely to be capable of fracturing debris. Creation of explosives is possible using reagents found in excavations.
Okay, while they're yakking, basically we have to craft mining explosive to blow up those rocks to gain access to that self-sustaining or containing habitat, whatever that thing is. And that's going to be the next step. Let's see. Is there anything that cave in? Yeah, we just have to blast through the rock slide. And in order to do that, we need a crafting bench to build and craft explosives. How's this thing doing? We got those 2 bars that we needed.
First metal bar. Are you proud?
I sort of am. This beats melting scrap and
So we have our 2 small habitats. We just need to be able to put down a crafting bench. We need 15 building materials for that.
Melt scrap in a high-energy furnace powered by a nuclear battery. The inexorable march of technological progress.
Okay, let's go. Crafting bench. Perfect. Is there anything else we can do? No, we have all these items. We have the platform. Well, the light stick is it's kind of cute, but storage, furniture. We can do some decorative items. Table, stool with a back. Okay. Decoration, pot of plant. Yeah. A biomass generator. Facility for generating power via the stored energy present in living biomass. Construct to add 3 power to the outpost. Because yeah, this one is kind of difficult to do because we only it looks like a one-time item. So in order to get more power, which we don't need in this demo, we would have to basically, well, devote and commit a lot of resources, as you can see in the bottom there. Okay, crafting. Crafting panel. Mining explosive is what we're looking for. So we need a couple of those bars and some solazine. That means I have to mine for those bars. Wasn't it the crusher that gave us those bars? Yeah, so we need sandstone. After a little bit of farming, we now have the resources to craft, hopefully, 2 explosives. Craft panel. It says 4. Okay. Let's craft 3 of them.
Good job, Maeve. Explosives crafted.
Now we can get through that rockfall and see what's on the other side.
Let's put this in hotbar slot 3 there. And now we should be able to blast our way through that debris over there. Is this the area? Alright, so we can then... Alright, let's throw one. Whoa. Oh, new materials. Look at that silica. That doesn't look like we can get through yet. Alright. Ah, okay, we were able to jump over there. And that completes the demo. Great, congratulations, you've completed the demo. Thanks for playing. The full game, you will be able to explore the vast caverns beneath AETHUS across several different biomes. Yes, there's no mention of early access, like I said in the beginning of this recording, that the developer has indicated that he is not a big fan of early access and wants to skip straight away into the full release. Well, not complete full release, but the 1.0. So that is very interesting news. I wishlist it on my Steam account because I think this is very interesting. It's refreshing, very good voice acting, and overall very smooth, very beautiful. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one, and bye bye.